Let's explore कुछ रंग प्यार के ऐसे भी in the short films collection Love Handles in today's episode. Hi, this is Amar and you're listening to Entertainment Q podcast. Hey, thanks again for listening in. You would have heard the previous episode about Love Shots, which is the series of 6 short films by Y Films. Today, I'm going to discuss with you about another short film series called Love Handles. This is a series of 5 films, and this is from a channel, Gorilla Shorts. The 5 short films are titled Ashleel Pyaar, Chori Pyaar, Silent Pyaar, Gudgudwala Pyaar, and Purana Pyaar. Now, I'm not going to do the comparison between the two movies. As I said, the Y Films movies were very much up to the standard or living that YRF standard. Great production values, a good amount of thoughts gone into the story, direction, classy soundtrack production, and there's a big budget. According to me, all the content that's getting created for web, and that's, as I've mentioned multiple times in the podcast, currently web is still treated as a very pure medium for art, and there are so many people practicing it. It is definitely now getting a little polluted, but the content rules completely. You don't need big name stars to get your content popular. Only if you have a very strong story to tell and it's presented well. It need not be a big production value, but it's the way the art takes you there. It will surely get a good amount of virality. So I'm trying a new segment in this podcast, which is going to be discussing about the perspectives on be it short films, be it the web series, music videos, stand-ups, and that's not going to be the review, the ones that I typically do, but it's more about the themes, trends, and the analysis, very much in line with the overall concept of this podcast that I mentioned in the first episode. So, coming back, Love Handles. This is a series of 5 short films. As I mentioned, the first one starts with Ashleel Pyaar. And this is something anyone who has done engineering would be able to immediately relate or associate with, because while we do that, typically the bad words come naturally. A sentence normally starts and ends with those words. So the problem that the person faces when he is meeting girls in a prospective arranged marriage kind of a scenario, and how his language or the words he is using, which for him is natural and normal, gets him rejection or in so many cases such backlashes in the overall scenario. It also relates to the north and south connection. The engineer that we see or the guy that we see is from south, and how he finds a good match in someone from north, and there is a instant connect that you would see towards the end. So while the title is Ashleel Pyar, there is nothing Ashleel or Gandhi baat about it, if you get the pun here. The next one is this movie called Chori Chori Pyaar. Gorilla Shots advertise that as well as Purana Pyaar a lot. This one is about two managers who are kleptomaniacs, and clearly it takes the story forward by both of them kind of taking it forward by competing or challenging each other, and how the women wins and how she wins over the heart. So while they are doing the competition for stealing more than the other person from the office, the whole competition is all about winning each other's heart, and that's what the movie talks about. This is very, I would say, very cliched storyline. You don't see much growth or progress, but enjoy it for the good performances by the lead actor and actress. Majority of it is the office scenario. The soundtrack that you are hearing in the background is something that they have composed specifically for this short film. So you can watch it in terms of the overall performance. The packaging is good. The next one is titled Silent Pyaar. And Silent Pyaar is about a person who is deaf and dumb. So basically, he cannot talk or hear, and he falls in love with someone who he sees going into the sign language classes. So he feels that probably that girl, apart from being good looking, is also having the same challenge. And obviously, the guy's friends are making fun of him in everything, how he will find a girl, to watching porn and other stuff. So clearly, he goes out, gets the courage to at least talk to her, even though with the signboards, he talks to her and she tells him that I am a teacher, so I can hear you and I can talk to. And that's something which clearly connects both of them, the earnestness, the simplicity, the down to earth attitude of the guy, and the sincere attempt that he makes to go in front of the girl. Obviously, gets her to spend time with him and get attracted towards him. And obviously, they show her ek friend kamina hota hai. So that's clearly what you experience in Silent Pyaar. The fourth one in the line, and the one that I found most absurd, but as I said, प्यार के रंग कैसे भी हो सकते हैं, and that's where we are exploring in Love Handles. By the way, when I was looking out for love handles, I found the meaning of that is excess weight accumulated over a period of time in the central part of the body, which is the abdominal region. And this is mainly caused due to the sedentary lifestyle, overeating, and other disorders. So it's typically, if you look for love handle, search for it on any search engine, you will get the search results, how to reduce your belly fat. Why am I talking about it now? Because Gudgudwala Pyaar is kind of relating to similar topic. It's that feeling which bachelors very much know. People who are roomies, people who are sharing rooms, they would know that one room, 4 people, one bathroom is shared, and that's where what's the feeling you get in the morning while you definitely and desperately want to use the restroom. So clearly there is a fight that goes on, and if one person is just taking a lot of time, you obviously see the actions and reactions that happen from the other 3. That's the whole conversation that happens in the, I would say, the first half of it. And then clearly the person says, I have a feeling that something good is going to happen. Why? Because I had a great dump today. I'm feeling light. I'm feeling different. And that's where he gets a call from a girl who says, Hey, you remember me? And he's like, Oh, didn't I tell you something great is going to happen? Girl says that, Do you live close by? I'm here. The guy says, Yes. So she said, Okay, would you like to pick me up? And that's where the guy is like, Oh my God. Looks like I have a great day today. He drives all the way, picks up the girl, gets his friends to go out, and then when she comes home, the first thing she does is goes to the restroom, and after taking the shit, the first line that you hear is "कैसी दिख रही हूँ मैं? पतली लग रही हूँ?" Which is where you realize that she is also in the same mindset that after you take the dump, you look a little slimmer and in shape. So that's where they connect and smile at each other. So yeah, that's the most bizarre or the odd one that I found. The last one is the most impressive one, as I would say, and it's clearly made impressive by the two big name actors that they have used, Dr. Mohan Agashe and Lilit Dubey. The title Purana Pyaar is purely because of the senior love story. You kind of see a connection between this and the love story that was in Love Shots called Scandal Point. So while there it's a married couple, here it's a story of men and women who run away from old age home. So it's also telling you about the other social aspects that the parents, while you would want to put them, they don't enjoy being in the old age home. They would love to live an independent life. You can still find happiness and love irrespective of the age. And Lilith Dubey had a dream, a desire, which Dr. Mohan Agashe fulfills towards the end. And that's where the movie ends. So this was the one. The story flows in nicely. You see a good amount of emotions coming out. And clearly, towards the end, you get that feeling of satisfaction. So that's my review of Love Handles. I feel it's a good start for Gorilla Shots, and they can clearly come out with some more shades of love. This, as they said, is season 1, so I would be really interested in seeing how they can build on this. As I said, story would beat everything else, and that's something I would be really interested in seeing. What is your thought? What is your review? There is another soundtracks in the in the series, which is sung by none other than Suresh Wadkar, which is included in Purana Pyaar. So clearly, he lends his voice to very good song. I will put the links to the entire series as well as both the songs in the description. So let me know what you think. Please leave your comments, share, subscribe, and I would really look forward to hearing back from you. Anything that you would like me to review. As I mentioned, the new segment that's going to talk about views, perspective, and analysis, that's going to be the next episode in this podcast series. So thank you very much for your time, and I will talk to you soon.